The information contained on the Crypto Sports Collector website and social media is for general information and educational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for legal, commercial, and/or financial advice from a licensed professional. The business of online investing is a complicated matter that requires serious financial due diligence for each investment to be successful. You are strongly advised to seek the services of qualified, competent professionals prior to engaging in any investment that may impact your finances.
Crypto.
What I'm seeing in the market right now is what everyone's seeing in the headlines, right? Economy is down. I believe the US just released their second quarter of GDP losses. I think economists or the government is still not dubbing it exactly a recession yet. I think it's like 2 or 3 quarters of GDP decline. So that means one more quarter to officially be in a recession. But you can see it in the stock market, and then also what hasn't fallen yet is real estate, and it has cooled off. But funny enough, I was just reading, I was just doing research because I own a couple real estate properties, and real estate hasn't itself crashed yet. So some people are calling, hey, the next leg to crash is going to be housing. And so there's a whole argument about whether or not real estate is going to actually crash or just be a correction. But something is going to happen with real estate. And then, and let me go to the crypto market real quick. Bitcoin, I think, is down. Let's just use Bitcoin as the proxy for the overall market. It's down like 51% for year to date. I think it bounced up literally in this past week, right? So we're at the tail end of July, beginning of August. I think Bitcoin went down as low as like $17,000, $18,000, somewhere in that range. Now it's bouncing back up to like 23, 24. So it's kind of been in this weird 17,000 to 24,000 kind of range, right? But year to date, it's down 51%. So I feel like it's kind of a wait and see. And the reason why I'm mentioning all these macroeconomic forces is you don't have a consensus on are we in a recession or not, but it feels like it. The crypto market has hit kind of resistance at $17,000, $18,000, but it's done a slight bounce since then. And real estate, you don't have you have from what I've read, you've got two sets of people thinking it's just going to be a quote unquote correction, which is less bad than a full blown crash. So my point in saying all this, and this is all just reading the headlines, so you don't even have to do as deep of research. You just kind of read the headlines and you can see that there's not a clear indication of how bad is it. So, and I feel like that's ripe for observation, like just sitting and observing, right? And so for me, when you ask me what is going to happen with the NFT market, it's because the NFT market, I think, is going to be, how do I say this? It's a bit more derivative of what's going to happen with the rest of the market. I think because NFTs are more of a discretionary spend kind of thing, and an alternative investment, what I'm very interested in seeing is how it will behave relative to the rest of the market. In a lot of ways, the same thing is happening with crypto. And I've always said time and time again that crypto and sports NFTs and just NFT projects in general are still in its infancy. I've said this ever since I've started Crypto Sports Collector, and I still avidly believe this. We only have a few years of data on crypto, 10 maybe 10 years at best for crypto, maybe 12 years. NFTs, even much shorter than that. These are short time frames. We still need to observe what's going to happen in the market, broadly speaking, before we can start making really, really good decisions on NFTs and crypto. Now, that said, you can still prepare yourself to find good deals with crypto, buying low, or NFTs where these things are falling out of favor because the people that don't feel conviction with where to buy crypto or NFTs this is the time that people leave these investments, right? Because they didn't have a North Star. They didn't have a strategy to guide them on how to weather the storm. And this is the same thing I see with very novice investors in the stock market and real estate. They get scared as soon as it gets really, really stormy. But if you have a strategy, if you have conviction in these things, that's the thing that guides you and allows you to stay invested and stay disciplined throughout these hard times. This could be going on for another few months or another year and a half, but you've got to be ready with your strategy. You got to be ready with kind of these core values on how you're going to invest during this time, because otherwise you're not following anything. You don't have a North Star to guide towards.